my buddy in crime, Rey Mysterio, here on the night of Royal Rumble, because I am a wrestling fan. So we're going to do our Literary Nuggets video together. Today we are talking about book 2 in the Set In Stone series, Afterlife, by the one and only R.C. Berry. If you yes, you can't see me. Indeed. If you did not watch the last video, shame on you. Go watch it now and then come back to this one because you're missing out on a lot.
Click like now.
Like right now. Go. I'll wait. Good. Okay. So you watched the last video, and we're going to kind of pick it up from the last video and talk about some stuff, and then we're going to break it down for the new book and see what we got going on. So first, predictions. Hit or miss. I left a few predictions in the last video. Medusa is not dead. Yay me for predicting that, since the second book is called Afterlife. I mean, really, come on. She is not dead. Yay! Well, not really dead. I mean, she's physically dead, but not really dead.
And she's not only merely dead, she's really most sincerely dead.
Her spirit is living on, and it is living the life.
Oh, this is gonna be a good life. This is gonna be a good life. This could really be a good life, good life. I say oh.
So exciting. What else? What else did I say in the last one? Pegasus and the fat baby. I forgot the fat baby's name. I don't know. Cuckoo with you. Still alive. Living with Aphrodite, I think. Maybe. I don't know. And Pegasus, again, not amused with anyone. We're going to talk about that later also. Zeus does think something is afoot. Yay me. He is having suspicions. But he has not laid the smack down yet on anyone, which again is coming. It's gonna be great. Okay, so those are my hits or misses. I think I covered all of them. If not, I'm sure I'm going to cover them in a minute. So let's start. Got my trusty notebook here. I had some complaints about the last one that I flipped too many pages, so we're going to try and remedy that in this video. And we're going to start from the beginning. Yes, beginning. With Medusa!
This girl is on fire.
She's not dead, y'all. She's alive. She's alive. Medusa is in the afterlife. And so far the afterlife has been real good to her because she is just having a ball down in Hades. Well, not really. So she's attacked on the shore by the folks that killed her, which I kind of laughed a little bit because I love Spartans. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't. Spartans are my friends. We all go way back. We watch Spartacus together, all of us. And when I saw that all the Spartans were on the shore, and Philip was like, oh, I saw her. They went into attack mode. They made formations. They put on their outfit, and they marched to go find her. And they attacked my poor little Medusa. But she's still dealing with her demons of her physical life, as well as dealing with these new demons that are popping up in her afterlife because she does not want them to control her. She's fighting for control of her life. It ain't working though. Bless her little heart. It's not working for her. She is being summoned by Zeus. People still hate her in the Earth world. And Hades is like, I don't know why people like her, but I'm starting to figure it out. And I think he's kind of toying with her. And Charon is trying to get some. And Glaucus, Polo Baby Tink Tink, is trying to find her. And Hermes don't want shit to do with her, but he is involved in her too. So she's just having a time. She gets a toe point. We'll be rating today's themes by toe points. This story gets 1 toe point, which is actually my lowest because for me, the Medusa storyline was not the best storyline that came out of the second book. So she only gets 1 toe point. So, alright, let's go on to the next one. Urinome and Bitch Poseidon.
Where is the love?
Now, to talk about this, we're going to talk about also them charity heifers.
What
what these bitches want from
because they go hand in hand in this storyline. So the last book we were privy to find out that Medusa was with child, and she, in her seeing that she was going to be dying soon, decided to ask her mother Uranome to take her child that was in her belly, to put it in Uranome's belly, and Uranome would give birth to the child named, I don't know, Bellfire? I don't know what his name was. Bellafleur. I don't remember what it was. Heliotrope, the little baby, he would be born of Uranome, and therefore will be able to live on and pass on Medusa and Po Baby Tink Tink's legacy. So, Uranome is at home, and she has not told them charity bitches anything about this whole situation. So she just sits in her room, rubbing her belly, smiling her smile in the sunlight, like the world is just a perfect thing. She doesn't care about nobody. She is feeling life inside of her 50-year-old body, and she does not care what anybody thinks. But them charity bitches know something is afoot. So the charity heifers drug Uranome. So she's in this love fog and only sees love and feels love and knows love and wants love and eats love and poops love. That's all she knows right now. And Poseidon was summoned to see Uranome, thinking that, oh, Uranome wants him back, which nobody don't want that man because he is still cursed and women think he looks like shit on a stick and nobody wants to touch him. So he's all excited that somebody still wants to touch him. So he's going to go find her. So when he gets to the house, he is also drugged with the love stuff, and they are just in love together. And amazingly, I don't know why he thinks he got her pregnant, and nobody's sperm that strong.
It's that God seed.
Nope.
That God seed.
Nope. Don't trust it. How you gonna have sex with a woman one day, and then she's magically like 5 months pregnant? That ain't how it works. I'm sorry. Not how it works at all. No me gusta. So they are living in this house, drugged by the charities, just loving on each other, thinking life is great, singing in the fields, drinking the wines, rubbing on the bellies. They just think it's a grand old time. And the charities are just sitting back fretting with their own little agendas. All of them have their own little separate agendas and then one big agenda. And it does not fare well for any of them because we'll talk about that later. I don't want to give away too much before we get to the part. So, we're going to jump ahead to the next section. The magical land of Hades.
Take me to another place. Take me to another land.
Now, you wonder why I sing about Hades, because it's hell, basically. It is the interpretation of hell. There's fire and brimstone and nothing but Full House reruns. It's hell. That's how it works. So, you wonder why I sing about Hades. Well, this is what I feel about Hades. I feel like Hades is the most pure magical land of all because for some reason people are a lot happier down there than I would suspect them to be. Now, granted, we have not encountered the river Styx. We have not seen the ghost. The crazy ghosts that I mentioned in the first video. We have not seen them. All we've seen of Hades is Hades himself, who's actually a lovely fellow. His wife, Phosphorus,
Hey yo, what's my name?
who's also a nice, loving woman. So I love Hades. I'm all about scenes in Hades. Keep that up, Artsy Berry. Let's stay in Hades a little bit longer. Medusa is learning a whole lot about herself. She's dealing with her demons. In Hades, they have a nice little garden where things occur. It's great. They apparently have good food because nobody's starving. I mean, it's just a great place. And I would like to apparently go to Hades because it's very nice.
And I will see you right straight to hell.
We're going there on a vacation. So, let's talk about our lovely Hades characters. First, let's talk about Hermes. Talk about Hades first. Let me find my page. Let's back this up a little bit. We're going to talk about all our lovely folks here. So first, how about Hades and Phosphorus?
Here we go again.
We're going to talk about them first. Yes. phosphorus. They are the king and queen of the underworld. Hades is Zeus's brother and Poseidon's brother. He does not have any fucks to give to any of them, so he stays in his own land down the deep. And his wife, Phosphorus, is just doting and loving, and she is his servant, and they just love each other. Even though I feel like she's dipped into the char room.
The char grill. She's gone to char grill.
She's gone to char grill a few times. They are a very, very cute couple. He is so loving to her. This is what poor baby Tink Tink wants to happen with Medusa. This is what he wants in his life. Hades loves that woman. He loves that woman. And that woman loves him too. And they have an understanding that if they need to go do something with somebody else, it's okay. Because they still love each other. They're devoted. Ain't nothing going to break their stride. Ain't nothing going to hold them down.
Oh no. They got to keep on moving.
They are the Beyonce and Jay-Z of hell.
Young B and the ROC. Oh,
They are. You're laughing because it's true. They are like the most loving couple in this entire book. And that's crazy that like the leaders of hell have the most loving, healthy relationship.
They got nothing to lose.
They already in hell. Might as well make it good. Why not? The magical land of Hades, folks. We give them 2 points. 2 toe points. Because they have a great relationship. I love them. There is also someone else involved in this relationship. His name is Charlie.
I hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me.
Man meat, really? Man meat. Well, considering who's going to play him in the movie, I understand.
He pleases me.
He pleases everybody.
He's going to please everybody. We're going to talk about why right now. Because
toe is already pointed. Already pointed.
I can't even not. It's going to stay here for right now. He is everything I love in a man. Except for the hole in the hell part. But he's big. He's tall. He's all muscular. He has tattoos. He is brown. He is some sort of brown. We don't know what kind of brown. He's just brown. He is a protector. He is straight to the point. He don't play no games. Ah! He gets 5 toe points.
5.
5.
And a slow one.
5 toe points. He, in this, when he first ferries onto that shore and just pulls Medusa out of that crazy Spartan
melee
at the current on the shore, he just pulls her up, tucks her in, put her on the boat. And we're done. Like, he don't even play. He cut one person with that oar and they were all like, okay, we're done. And he just asserted himself. Yes. Glorious. Pleases me. But he is also very vexed by our lovely Medusa. He has begun to care for her and protect her and provide a little bit of stuff for her. We're going to talk about that later too. Ah! I love him and I vote for him. He's my vote.
Team Charon.
Team Charon. I want him to whip Medusa away and build her a house in Hades, and they're going to have a garden and plant carrots, and they're going to have little babies, and Pegasus is going to visit every other weekend. Like, that's what I want. That is what I want. Actually, let's back this up. I didn't even make him a sheet because I'm still not okay with poor baby Tink Tink. He don't even get a sheet. We're going to talk about him. He is fucking up.
Not amused.
Fucking up. And I'm sorry, my mom cussed a lot, but he is fucking up. And let me tell you why. He is fucking up because he does not understand what's going on. He is trying so hard to get that woman back. It makes me laugh because you know what he doesn't know. So when he does stuff, you're like, no, stop it. Stop being that guy. So he finds her in the Garden of Happiness, wherever that is down in Hades, and she's happy to see him. She loves him. We know she does. She has not told him yet about the child. I don't think at this point he even cares because she's alive. So they end up having sex and things. But she does not know that he was able to get down to Hades because he has been sired. We're going to say sired. We're going to talk about vampires. He has been sired to Athena. Let that sink in for a second. I'll wait. Good? Okay. Athena. He has to give his life to Athena in her season of birthday. Whatever it's called. Athena Palooza. Every Athena Palooza, he has to go serve her and do her bidding and hang up balloons and stuff. And he did not know that Athena is the whole reason all of this has transpired. All of Greece is burnt up because of Athena. But he was just so hell-bent on getting down there. He was like, yep, I'll do it. But I gotta do. He is about to get torn up. Everybody's going to try and kill him at the same time. He's going to stab 8 different directions. I hope they work out their differences.
You do not sound sincere at all.
No, don't mean to be. So, the whole Glaucus story gets a negative to a point.
Oh, inverted
Because
tone.
I don't like him.
Inverted tone.
I understand his true intent. I do, and I understand that he loves her, but he is just fucking up for everybody. So, even though I'm very biased, we're going to talk about the rumble in the canoe.
So you wanna be starting something? You got to be starting something.
Yeah. Oh, God.
We have to talk about this.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
We have to talk about this because it just. So Medusa and Po Baby Tink Tink make love in the garden. Unbeknownst to either of them, they're lying to each other. Love is blind, folks. Love is blind. So after they're done, they are basking in the glow of love in the garden. And Charon just happens to stumble upon them. And he goes, and wakes them up. Spring into action. Because Mr. Po Baby Tink Tink, Mr. Tink Tink, should not be in Hades because he is not dead. So instead of being a little snitch bitch like other folks in this book, Charon just says, hey, look, he can't be here. I won't stitch on you because I love you, girl. So I will take him back where he needs to be, and we won't mention this again. So she's all grateful.
Love him. Love him.
He puts himself before, like he puts others before himself. It's great, man. It's great. So bear him away. And there we have the rumble in the canoe. Po Baby Tink Tink is feeling himself because he just got laid. He is in this boat, not pleased. He is angry because he has synced the glint in Medusa's eye when Charon is present, which we all have in our eye whenever he is present. But he synced it. And he knows that glint because he had that glint in his eye for Medusa. So he knows what that glint is. And he is not happy. So he is sitting on his boat looking like this. Clenched fist of fury. Looking at this man who is just large and glorious. And probably, I feel like he shines. Like, I feel like the sunlight shines out of him even though he's been underground for like 50 million years. I feel like he just shines with the eternal light of love. And so this glorious brown shining man is ferrying him, steering the boat. He's laughing on the inside because he knows. He knows that he knows that Tink Tink is angry, and he is so amused by it. Giggling, he is giggling on his inside, and he is going to play with Tink Tink's emotions, and I loved it.
We all loved it. We all loved it. Secretly, even if we're rooting for him, we all loved it.
It was great. He was like, "Speak, tiny human." And I laughed. I literally laughed because I just, in my head, I just saw him smirk. "Speak, tiny human." And you know this fool spoke. It was great. And he was trying, imagine this little tiny man.
He's not tiny.
Okay, average man. Tried to question. Amazing, large, I shine with the sun in my insides. Charm. He is not only feeling himself, but he is like YOLO. This is YOLO moment. This is the embodiment of YOLO right here. He really thought he was going to just question this man and it was going to be okay. Nope. So he was trying to get all, puffing his chest out, whatever, trying to start some shit that was squashed very quickly. And then Charm was like, "Yeah, I saw that little mark on your back. I ain't gonna tell about that." But he's going to, I know.
Stop.
So, Rubble in the canoe. It pleased me. I like that they both care about her so much. I really do. And I'm so glad Medusa has loving people in her.
For the canoe. Girl, she got to stretch for this one.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Do we appreciate?
10 toe points.
Yes.
Please me.
Understand.
Next, we're going to tackle a blanket discussion
Oh, Lord.
of the freaky deaky. There's a lot of freaky deaky in this book. Thank you, R.C. Berry. I don't know where to start. Okay, first let's start with, we're just blanket Poseidon and Uranome. They did a lot of freaky deaky. We didn't go into all of it, but it was necessary freaky deaky to get the story along. Fine. Dionysus. Dionysus is god of wine and enjoyment and fulfillment of all things of the id. Just sex and food and love and all that fun stuff. We like him in general. He is everything of our base needs that needs to happen. He is that guy. What we gather from Mr. Dionysus is that he loves a good party. He loves a good lady friend and a good man friend. He loves some good wine. And he likes to play with people's desires.
Good times had by all.
Yes. He pretty much turned out our bi little Thalia. Turned her out without even touching her. This ain't the last we've seen of Dionysus. Next part of Freaky Deaky. I guess we'll talk about Medusa and Baby Tink Tink. We'll talk about that for a second. Because finally, they got to have relations when she was not in her snake form, or whatever you want to call it. They finally were able to have human...
normal,
regular missionary sex in the garden. And it was a nice scene because they were able to, connect with their eyes open. He could look at her and see her old face, and it was glorious. And I was happy he got his moment. You know who also had some mental relations with Medusa?
Stop it.
On the canoe, Medusa, and I loved it. It made me happy. Take charge.
Stop.
She had a dream, folks.
the man scoop you.
Scoop. She was cradled. I should have something like this. on the chest. The warm, brown, buttery chest. With tattoos. Carried and placed ever so gently on the bottom of the floor of boat. And she laid there. And he chained her up!
So angry. So angry. I'm mad you did that.
Chained her up. And placed coins on her eyes and her mouth. He did symbolism in all of that. To symbolize her proper funeral. He laid her on the thing, I forgot what it's called, the little log thing that's built up to put the body on. Laid her upon it, put the coins.
He fucked her metaphorically.
And me physically.
Allegorically.
I mean, he gave her every little desire she needed to get past the whole death thing. And then he effed her brain out. And it was magical. I wish I could have been there. But then, so she saw him later because he woke her up for another reason in real life. When she was like, I don't think I can hear you right now. Yeah, what was happening and stuff. But he said that he had a dream too, but they had a picnic. He's a liar.
What did he really dream about?
He dreamt the same thing. It was one of those dreams where they both had the same dream at the same time. And it was real. She's going to be pregnant again.
Stop.
By page 42 in book 3. She's going to be pregnant again. That's my prediction number 2 of the day. Freaky Deaky in general gets 10 toe points. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Charon gets just a long toe point.
Deservedly so.
Just deservedly so. He gets a foot long toe point.
I can see that.
Let's move on.
Let's.
Next is Andromeda and Lil Snitch Bitch and Pegasus. We have a new storyline. Woo! So, Lil Snitch Bitch, after he went and snitched and bitched to his daddy, with the head of Medusa, he did kill her physically. He was able to go home to his mother because he's also a mama's boy. Was able to go home to go to her. And there he finds out that she is now in love with her boyfriend's brother. And boyfriend is not amused. And boyfriend locked her in a dungeon and whipped her and beat her and probably had somebody rape her. And brother had to watch. And it's just all sad times. And he had basically taken over the palace. I think he was already king though.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's just having a grand old time because now he's single and he can do what he wants to do. So they're having a bachelor party or some sort in the hall. So when Little Snitch Bitch, enters the hall and dude is like, "Oh, you're back. Great. How'd it go?" Not amused, he has returned. And so Little Snitch Bitch, what's his real name? Perseus. I had to say at least one time, Perseus. He pulled out the head of Medusa and everybody dies around. So he is like, "Oh my god, I have all this power!"
No one man should have all that power.
He's all excited, but not really. He's kind of scared about the power. So he puts the head back in the sack, opens it up, put it on the side, and he goes rescue his mother and the brother and decides he's going to go run away because, I don't know, life is not okay anymore for him. So he goes away. He stowaways on the boat and goes to Joppa and becomes a wandering poor man and sleeps on the street and whatnot with a little bit of money that he has. And he runs into a female thief, a thieferess, we can say. Who is looking for something in the night and runs into him. And he decided this is the perfect person to flirt with and, you know, get intimate with because she's out at night. She must be dangerous and great. She's pretty. Ugh. Okay, whatever. So he's like, would you meet me again? And she's like, all right, I guess. Like, she's not really feeling it. But thiefresses need love too. So she comes back in the next night or day. I forget. She comes back eventually. And she brings her friend that she was looking for, who is Pegasus, who is now grown and on his own because he is angry with Aphrodite for having his mother killed, and he has no mother, and he's an angry horsey. And so she said, I understand you're angry. You must be free. Go. And he flies away. He goes, whoosh, and he flies away, and he goes off to find something to fill the hole in his heart. So Pegasus is with Andromeda. Andromeda is learning more about Little Snitch Bitch. And they form this friendship that Little Snitch Bitch wants to be loved. So Perseus and Andromeda getting their little love on, and he said something to her that I was not happy he said when he was like, something like, I knew you'd be a great lover, or you seemed like you've done this before, or something that you should never say to a woman. You should never tell a woman you are real good at sex. How'd you learn that? You don't ask, you don't tell, you don't want to know.
Just let it happen.
Just be thankful she knows the little trick that she did, and just go to sleep. Just go. His mother not teach him the proper etiquette of conversation post-coitus. His backbone grew a little bit more, and he saved Andromeda from some doom that we'll talk about later. He saved her with the help of Pegasus, who still does not trust him, but he loved Andromeda. So he was like, I will pretend like you didn't do something to my mother. I'm going to save her because I love Andromeda, but we're going to talk after we get her safe and sound. But he did. He saved her from some doom. And so I guess I'll call him Perseus for a little while. Until I read book 3. And it might change again. But they are all now safe and happy in the time being. So we don't know what's going to happen next with them. But this little family is crunching together. They are just as dysfunctional as everybody else. So I'm going to call them a family. Family is okay. So let's fast forward. You want to talk about my nigga? So, if you did not watch the last video, which I think you need to watch the last video, I explained why he is my nigga because
I can't.
Because he loves Athena.
You're a horrible person. You are a horrible person.
He couldn't get the thrust right. And he was excited. And he deposited on her.
You are terrible. Terrible person.
So, after all this has happened, Athena, of course, not happy that she has been jizzed upon. So she runs off her leg. And apparently she tosses it wherever. So she's at home. She's pacing because her plan is not working the way it's supposed to work. You know, things are happening. You know, Hades found out that his helmet was stolen. Hermes is angry with her because he is all involved in this plot. She does not know where Medusa is. And she's just like, I'm about to get found out. Not happy. She's just in her room, angry, writing her diary, and all that stuff. Well, I learned this from R.C. Berry. But apparently, in mythology, she wipes off her leg and tosses it down to the earth or wherever it is. And children spring out of the jizz on the earth.
Where there is jizz, there are children.
There are children. Y'all.
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 Listen. Y'all.
The jizz lands on the earth. And Mother Earth takes it in upon herself and makes child. He's the baby daddy. He has had a child with that other bitch Athena, and Gaia is helping. So Athena finds out that she, despite being a virgin, now having a child with the god that she detests because he is ugly and disfigured, and he is not, in her eyes, a real god because he is not perfect. Ha ha! He is your baby daddy.
Who that is? Who that is? Who that is? Who that is?
Yes! Oh, so excited. So she is not excited about this child that Gaia presents to her. And I feel like the baby looks perfectly fine because Athena is not pleased. And Athena sees him with scales and a tail and like a blue eye and a black eye and like hair like this or something. Like she just sees ugly child. And I feel like that child is perfectly fine and he's real cute. And his name is Heliotrope or something as well. I forget what she named him. But a great parallel between Medusa being raped and her life ending, and Athena being raped on her thigh and producing the child, and it's just, you know, just kind of, I don't say heartbreaking, but she's just angry. So that's a great parallel there with kind of, you know, what you do to others be done to you. Great parallel. Loved it. Still glad she had a child. Oh, nigga, I'm so excited about that. So we're going to talk about Athena's unfortunate accomplice.
That's Polo Tink Tink.
Woo! Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here.
He is Ray Charles to the bullshit. He does not want to be anywhere near any of these people ever. And this is why. Because he likes level 1 grade trickery. He is involved in level 14 DEF CON trickery right now. And he is not pleased. This is not what his work contract specified for his job description.
Nope, he didn't sign up for this.
Nope, he did not sign up for this. He's involved in every part of this story. He was involved in book 1 when he had to go steal the helmet. So he did it. Brought it back. He's like, okay, I'm done, right? And she's like, yeah. And she stole his shoes and stuff. And then my nigga asked him for his favor that he owed him. And that favor was to get Glaucus to the underworld and back. Not just to, but fro. Without being scathed or imprisoned or eaten by a dragon or whatever. And Hermes was like, no. Because I already stole this nigga's helmet, and I don't know if he know or not, but I don't want to be there when he find out. So no, I don't want to do this. And he's like, well, you owe me. We need to have a talk. Did you ever return that helmet that I stole for you? Because if I have to go back down here and it ain't there, we're going to have some consequences and repercussions. And she's like, yeah, I did it already. Yeah. It's done. You're good. And he's like, okay, this is great. No. Then he goes down to Hades with poor baby Tink Tink, and they see Medusa just happy and frolicking and whatever. And he's like, this is who we're saving? This is why we're going down here to save this person? She don't need to be saved. I am risking my life for you and her. She wants to be here. Why am I down here? What the fuck is going on? Why am I here? Is the helmet back? And that's what happened in his head.
All I want to know is the helmet back?
Is the helmet back? My fingerprints are on it. Hades SPU will be on that helmet.
CSI Underworld Stabler is looking for him.
He's intertwined. And then he realizes that Medusa was in this whole predicament because of Athena, and he knows that homeboy is sired to Athena, and he's like, oh, hell no. He is not okay. We're going to back it up a little bit. Talk about Big Papa Zeus. He is suspicious of things.
Tell me what the fuck is wrong with me?
little snitch bitch has told him that he had to kill Medusa. And Zeus only remembers the pretty girl at the party. That's pretty much all he knows or remembers. And that was like 4 years ago. So he is like, wait a minute. What's going on? What's happening? He is not okay. He is having crackhead suspicions about everybody. This is that whole history come back to bite you in the ass thing. Because now he's like, they're coming for me. He thinks they're coming for him. He thinks it's all about him. It's not about him. But he thinks it's about him because he is Zeus and he only needs to be concerned with himself ever in life. So he thinks that everything is happening around this girl because people are trying to take his spot. Ain't nobody even thinking about Zeus right now. His crackhead suspicions are so off. So Zeus is trying to get to the bottom of all this stuff. He summoned Hades to Mount Olympus to say, bring me the girl. And Hades is like, you made me leave Phosphorus to tell me what? Not okay.
Toasty marriage.
Toasty marriage bed left cold because he had to go to his brother's house to be told what to do. He's not happy with that. So he is toying with Zeus's emotions and keeping Medusa to himself to have fun with monsters and things in the underworld and just making Zeus wet his pants a little bit more. So let's get to my predictions. We have a happy little... So many predictions. I don't want to miss them all. My one prediction, I'm very excited that Medusa is going to be going to Tartarus. Tartarus is a land of angry people.
Who will she find there?
She's going to find all of Zeus's uncles who are all angry because he killed them all and they want to kill everybody. I cannot wait for my nigga to find out he has children with Athena. I can see his face now. Just all of that will implode into a gooey, ooey mess of crazy, and I'm excited about that as well. I want there to be a fight. It is
not
coming.
okay.
It is coming. There's going to be a fight. Very excited about that. The whole Andromeda story. I didn't go into the parents because her mother, Cassiana Monopia.
That's not my name. That's not my name.
And her daddy Cephas. That's a whole nother more covert story. I can't even get to that right now. I know death will fall upon one of them. And on top of all that, Pegasus is going to be angry and going to try and kill Perseus. He's going to try to like bite his leg off. Because he's going to get in that bag. It might not be on page 3. But he's going to get in that bag. And he's going to see that head. And he is not going to be pleased. At all. He is going to whinny and bite folks. Zeus is going to somehow figure all this out. I think it's going to last 3 pages. After everybody's dead, he'll go, oh! Okay! And then the book is going to be over.
Yep.
That's going to be how that's going to happen.
The end.
I know he's going to come face to face with his father again. It's going to be magical because his dad is going to try and stab him in the eye. Hera needs to come from wherever she is and lay some smack down.
Nope. She is at the spa. She is at the spa.
She's going to come back and everybody's going to be dead. She's like, what happened?
She's getting a hot stone treatment right now. She's going to come back looking good from her mani-pedi. With the cotton still between her toes. Walking down the hallway like, where is everybody?
Oblivious. Or she might know everything and just don't give a care and is off getting her a hot stone massage. Poseidon. Oh, Lord. He thinks that Belafonte is his child. He even said that child looked like him. That child look nothing like you.
Look at his forehead.
Look at that forehead. We got the same forehead, more. We both got this ring right here.
Look how loose his neck is.
Loose neck. Loose neck Belafonte. Poseidon. Poseidon is about to move heaven and earth because he has a son. He is about to show him the ways of the underworld, and that baby is nothing of his. It's like, oh, Glaucus, it's your baby. And it's like, no, that's my baby. I am Poseidon. I raped you and that's my baby. And then Zeus is gonna be like, let me see the child. And he's gonna hold the baby and be like, it's Poseidon's child. And then the earth will implode on itself. The charities they're gonna die. And it doesn't matter because all of them are gonna be Mount Olympus and Hermes is gonna set the whole thing on fire. Those are my predictions. So that's the conclusion of book 2, Set in Stone. Overall, really great book. Really awesome part 2 of 3-part trilogy because trilogy means 3. Great. Great. I mean, it's a great way. So usually in the second book of most trilogies, it just kind of keeps the story going. There's not really any big twists or turns. Like usually it's just kind of like the first story ends, they keep going, and it kind of just sets up book 3, which is like the ultimate. Like everything comes out, the big melee is happening. That's book 3. Usually book 2 is like a means to an end. Usually book 2 is just not spectacular, but this one, I had to give it to the author because she wrapped up the stories in a nice little bow within like the 2 people involved in each story. But you know, like, it's about to blow up because there are more people involved in every single storyline in this book. So the 2 main people in the plot may be happy, but you know it's not going to last for long. And I just love the way it was wrapped up. It was perfect. It was a great book too. Everyone thinks they're happy. Some are not happy. Some are about to be not happy. And everybody's going to Tartarus. I'm so excited.
Everybody's going to Tartarus. Field trip to Tartarus.
Down the magic school bus. So excited. So, please read book 2 if you have not read it yet.
Read book 1.
Read book 1. Please read book 1 before you read book 2 because you will be so confused. Are these the right way? Should it be this way?
Close enough. Either way. Book 1.
Yes, book 1. Which may have a cover similar to book 2.
Yes.
I have vintage 1.
Yes. Original. First edition.
So please support local artists and local authors and local people so they can pay rent.
Very
Please
nice.
support them. These books are great. You're going to love them. Look out for review number 3 when book number 3 comes out. It's not out yet. Not out yet. There is a nice little preview in book 2, which actually I need to go back and reread.
Yeah.
Make some more notes. But definitely check out R.C. Berry's books. Check out more Nuggets episodes. Check out my website and my Twitter and my Instagram. Get more rumbles in a couple hours! Woo! Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio. Goodbye, everybody.